I'm sitting here with my beautiful friend, Taylor Nicole.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. So it's funny because I met you, it was like, 3 years ago?
Yeah, we keep crossing paths. Like, we've been crossing each other's path for about 3 or 4 years. And then we officially, met at that girl's birthday party.
Yes.
And we actually talked, had a real conversation for the first time instead of a, hi, okay, now I gotta go this way, bye.
Yeah, because I remember seeing you at one of it was like the Loyal Fans events too. Like there's always like some kind of event in Vegas.
Yes.
And we keep running into each other. And then, yeah, because I remember seeing you there and it's like, so you're a familiar face. You stand out.
Oh, yeah, and I remember faces so well. So I was like, oh, hi, because it was you and Carmela.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, how you two doing?
Yes. So I have to ask you, though, because you have such a unique look. And you told me once, because we were rooming at Exotica recently, and you told me something, and I was surprised. You said people are kind of scared of you sometimes.
Yes.
What is this about?
I think it's just because I'm so tattooed and the neon red hair and the piercings. And also I get told I have a resting bitch face a lot, especially when I don't want to be somewhere. I have to remember to smile. And so I'm like, yeah, that tracks. That tracks.
Yeah. I just don't get, but when you said that to me, it surprised me because I was like, but you're so nice and like you're approachable.
Yeah, I think it's more just the look is scary to people. Especially when they catch me not like in persona and I'm like, hi, bubbly Taylor. If I'm just like.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah, I get that. Well, yeah, what inspired your look?
So I always wanted tattoos and I already had my ears pierced. I had a septum piercing at one point. As a teenager, I always loved the idea of getting like my lips pierced, like an eyebrow piercing. I always loved punk rock music. I was going to ska shows and in that more metal, punk, rave community,
Right.
Dressing like a goth, all that. So I always tell people my look now is the 16-year-old goth kid I always thought I wanted to be, but now I have adult money.
It makes all the difference. Now you can pull it off.
Oh my God. I found a bunch of pictures the other day of me at like 14 to 15. I want to burn them in a fire.
Oh my gosh.
It's bad.
I feel like all of us look at that though. Like we look at our pictures of our past selves and it's like, why? Like me with bangs. I was like, really? Why? Who let me do that? Mom, I'm mad. I'm mad at you right now.
I almost cut bangs into my hair like last week.
Don't.
That's what everyone said. They're like, don't do it. See, I've had bangs before, though. I've had straight across bangs.
Uh-huh.
They look really cute when my hair is clean. But as soon as it gets to be that, 3-4 day dirty mark.
Oh, yeah. It's not working. I mean, you've got, the bangs-ish in the front. Like, they're long.
Yeah.
But not true bangs, though.
No, I had.
Did you ever, try to cut them yourself and then they go wrong?
Oh, yes. I still cut my hair to this day.
Do you
I
really?
cut my own hair.
Oh, I wish I could do that. How did you have a strategy or do you training or something?
It was a lot of trial and error and a lot of those moments in the bathroom as an 18, 19-year-old going, oh no, that's too short. And then just waiting a week for it to grow out, for it to look somewhat normal.
Yes. I feel like that's a rite of passage for all women. Right? It's just you have to kind of up your own hair and...
Oh, you have to. I fried my hair once with bleach, trying to bleach it myself. I almost shaved the side of my head once, but my mom talked me out of that one.
Wow. So was she pretty cool about you kind of it sounds like she let you really express yourself.
Yeah, I started dyeing my hair, I want to say 15, 16.
Okay.
I started dyeing my hair, but I wanted jet black. So I had black hair for a while growing up. And then once I turned 18, I got all the black out of my hair and I was allowed to do basically any color I wanted. So I've had every color in the world.
Wow. So what's your natural color?
I'm a dirty blonde naturally.
So that probably helps you then because it's light enough to hold the color.
Yeah, we would still have to bleach it, but not as strong as your hair would have to be bleached.
Right.
And I got lucky. My hair lifts really easy.
Oh, that is lucky. See, I'm actually considering, and I'm scared to do this, but I'm considering just letting the gray come in. I don't know if I told you that
You
before.
should.
But
And then I told you to go get like a couple beat-in extensions that are gray. Because you can buy like that bleach blonde like extensions.
Okay.
And they can dye them on like, they can dye them like a silver, like just tone them a silver.
Uh-huh.
And then that way you can have your salt pepper grow in and you'll have like these beautiful gray highlights already in like the bottom of your hair.
Okay, I like that idea.
Yeah.
Because going cold turkey is terrifying. And I see all these accounts on Instagram and I'm just like, I'm so impressed by these women who are so brave. But I'm like, it's like a 2-year process. That's going to take forever.
Well, and that'll get you through the awkward stage too. Because you're going to have that awkward like 6 months of, okay, here are my gray roots. Yeah. They don't look like gray roots though. It just looks like I put a shit ton of baby powder on the top of my head.
Yeah, and it's bad. So, because it's like, if I were to start it now, it seems like a better season to do it. But I'm also, there's AVN, there's all these events coming up, and I'm just like, I can't start that now.
I think you should start it after AVN.
Right.
And I also think that if you wanted to make the grow out a little smoother, you could even go and do the like, not chunky highlights, but you know, the like, almost like a balayage.
I don't even know what that means.
Basically, take like little. Do you know like the Kelly? Like was it Kelly Clarkson that did the like the highlights throughout their hair in like the 90s?
Yeah, it was, but it was like streaks or something, wasn't it? Like that?
Yeah. Well, now they know how to do that, but make it blend.
You know, the 90s we did some bad shit to the hair.
It's okay. It's coming back.
Don't.
A lot of it's coming back.
No.
Like, oh my, like I see teenagers wearing those cargo flared pants now.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I remember those.
Yeah.
Can they please go home?
I see that a lot. And I have kids, and so I learn a lot about like the lingo and, you know, like that's so Sigma and all this like weird. I'm like, guys, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll be on TikTok and I'll end up on some 18 to 21-year-olds TikTok and every other word they're saying, I have no idea what it means. I'm like, is this what we sounded to our parents?
Yes.
It's so bad. I'm like, oh no.
It's weird. Well, and I want to share a funny story because you're talking about our parents and stuff. You made a comment when we were in Exotica, and I remember I was kind of laying down, and you said this, and I sat up like, what the fuck did you just say? You were talking about your mom, and you told me what age she was.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember this?
Yeah. She's like 46, 47.
Right. And I was like, wait, what? How old are you? Because I'm very close in age to your mom. And I was like, wait, what?
The funniest part is I work with a lot of older creators and older like stars.
Uh-huh.
And especially a lot of the men, they're older than my mom. And it's really funny.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, especially the male performers.
The worst is when I've like a male performer, we're talking and like we get to be friends. And I find out they have like a son that's my age. And I'm like, oh.
Oh my gosh. Well, it was funny. So you told me, and Julie was there too, Julie Ginger. And you were like, yeah, my mom had me when she was, what you said, 17?
18, yeah.
Was it 18?
18.
And I was like, yeah, I said, my mom had me when she was 18. And Julie was like, my mom had me when I was 19. I was like, our moms are all a bunch of hoes.
They are. Our moms are all a bunch of little hoes.
I just told my mom that story a couple days ago, and she busted up laughing. I was like, I don't know if she's going to be mad, but facts are the facts.
You know what? You don't get pregnant at 17 by not being a hoe.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Do you spend a lot of time with your family? Like, I know you travel a lot too, right?
Yeah, I travel a lot. I try to spend a good amount of time with my family just because they live in California. So it's like super close. And I'll go back for Christmas, of course, because if I don't go back for Christmas, my mom will hunt me down. But I have to spend Christmas with my family. That is the one non-negotiable.
Oh, okay.
But it's funny, since I live out of state now, I actually see my family a lot more.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that work out?
I have no idea. I literally used to live about 20, 25 minutes. I never saw them.
Wow. I feel like it's like we take them for granted.
Yeah.
Right? That sounds kind of normal in its own weird way. But, so not for Thanksgiving or?
No, I'll be in Vegas for Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. I know you're also very like health conscious. So like, how did you get into that?
So I did sports all growing up.
What sports?
So I did football, track and field, and volleyball.
Okay.
So I played football for 7-8 years along with doing – so when you do football, you also have to do track and field.
Oh, I didn't know
Because
that.
they are opposite seasons.
Okay.
And so when you do football, you do all the conditioning for football, and they want to make sure you're still in conditioning the entire year.
In the off season. Okay.
So they make you do basically like cross country running, track and field, stuff like that.
Okay.
And so I grew up running, grew up doing football, and basically just I've like a bunch of different sports growing up. I was always a super active kid. I raced dirt bikes for a little bit.
What?
Yeah, I used to be like no, I don't want to say professional because I wasn't that level yet, but I used to jump. So I used to be one of those people that jumped into tricks.
What?
Yeah.
What tricks? Like, what was your thing?
Like I could do like a backflip. I could like stand on the bike. Like
what?
I could like grab the back of the bike. Yeah.
Do you have pictures of this?
Somewhere in the depths of like the internet.
Holy shit. Wait, what age were you when this was going on?
I was always jumping, but when I started like racing, I want to say I was 9, 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It was fun.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I loved desert riding and trail riding the most because you could just go for miles.
Wow. So was that wasn't a part of school though?
No.
Okay.
No, my family always loved going to, it's called Glamis. That's like a really big popular, I want to say like, it's like a dust bowl. It's the middle of the desert is what it is.
Okay.
It's like this little town in the middle of the desert that everyone goes to race and like ride dirt bikes, quads, side by side, stuff like that.
Wow. So did you have to learn how to fix those things too? Like, is that a part of it?
Yes. Yes, because things break when you're doing stupid things in the desert.
Yeah, and standing on them and flipping around and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever break anything or like?
Thankfully, the only thing I ever broke, so you're also in full gear.
Okay.
When you do this. So you're in boots, you're in pads, you're in knee pads, like you're in gear. And like I had a chest plate, like you have like a collar that you wear in case you fall so that your neck doesn't break. It like helps protect your neck. You have a full helmet on and like you're geared up. So the only thing, I got really lucky. I've broken 5 ribs, but not like broke where like I had to go to the hospital. Like I fractured them.
Oh, wow.
Which sucks. Don't ever break your ribs.
That's like an injury that lasts for a long time.
And it hurts every time you breathe. And it just feels like something's stabbing you.
Ooh.
And it's like, yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And then during football, I never I broke a couple fingers and a couple toes, but they can't really do anything about that. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I just got a lot of like deep tissue bruising. So it wasn't anything serious.
Wow. That's a lot. So you've always just kind of had this like competitive.
Yes. Yes, I'm very competitive. I'm competitive. But so I've always been like health conscious and I was always super active.
With me, it's the food. I struggle with the food. And so then I've gotten off of the routine for like the last month and I've just been pounding cookies. And I'm like, no.
Oh, I know it's the holiday season. Oh, chocolate's my downfall.
Is it?
Chocolate's my downfall. See, but I'm usually pretty good about the food because I have a really sensitive stomach.
Oh, right.
I have a really, really picky digestive tract in general.
Okay.
So I spent most of my college, actually, I was vegetarian.
Really?
Like completely vegetarian.
Oh, okay.
Because my body could not handle meat at all. Like I would try to eat like a burger and then like 30 minutes later, I would just like projectile vomit everywhere.
No.
It was not fun.
Wow.
So I'm really sensitive. There's something in beef, like this beef enzyme, that my body just has a problem breaking down. So now I can have it in moderation. Like same with chicken. I can have chicken in moderation. But I've also just spent so many years cooking vegetarian that like
you're used to it.
I'm like, okay. I could also just live off of cheese and potatoes.
I love potatoes.
Oh my God. Or like I love making like veggie stir fry.
Uh-huh.
And like some white rice and just putting it over white rice.
Okay. Because you keep a nice figure. I wish we could see more of you. I know we're sitting at a table. Very nice. But it's not with beef and it's not with chicken. It's all in moderation.
It's all in moderation. I tell people that too. No matter what type of diet you're on, if you want a cookie, eat one cookie. Don't eat 6, eat one cookie. Because if you don't eat that one cookie, you're literally just going to keep craving that cookie for 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 months until you break down. And then you eat that entire box of 26 cookies.
Yeah, that's my life.
Where you can have like half of a chocolate cookie or like a full chocolate cookie and be fine.
Okay, so I know you're not like a trainer, but you have a lot of experience like conditioning your body, and it sounds like good self-control. So I don't have that part. What would you suggest? Like, what kind of tip maybe would you give me for that? Because
don't keep it in the house.
Okay.
Like there are certain things I cannot buy because I will eat the entire container.
Okay, like what?
Oh,
I want to know.
those peanut-filled pretzels. Those peanut-filled chocolate-covered pretzels, like the little puffy things. I can't, no. Mm-mm. And, of course, they only come in a jar that's this big. I will literally go through one of those in like a day and a half. I will eat the entire thing.
I like the yogurt-covered pretzels.
Those are really good.
Like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I can't keep those in the house. I can't keep any type of cookie dough. Any type of chocolate cookie dough. I will just eat the raw cookie dough. Like, can't keep that in the house. Unless I plan on baking the cookies that day.
Yeah. But you have control over it once you've baked them. But the cookie dough part,
it's cookie dough. It's something about the cookie dough. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm learning how to bake. I know kind of how to bake.
Okay.
But I went down I want to make macaroons whole on TikTok.
Oh.
Because I know how to make the what's it called? The meringue. I know how to make meringue.
Okay.
And I don't like a lot of people's, when you go out, how they make macaroons. Because they're like too dry.
They're crunchy.
They're crunchy. And I'm like, this doesn't taste good. But I found this one place in downtown in the ghetto of Los Angeles that makes the best macaroons. But
Really?
I hate being down there. So, like it's like literally a street over from Skid Row.
What's the place? What's the name?
I have no idea. It's like French. It's some French name.
It's a French place. Okay, if I can find it, I'll link it.
Yes,
for people.
I will find it for you.
Okay.
But they make the best. Oh, they make the best sweets. So that started me on this little hole of I'm never in downtown Los Angeles, but I really want this. So I'm gonna learn how to make it.
Yeah, you're in Skid. Why were you on Skid Row?
Oh, I had a shoot over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that sounds like an interesting scene.
I know. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I used to live in LA too. So.
Yeah, there's just certain places like they've just gotten worse, and I'm just like, I don't want to be over here.
Yeah, no, not good. Interesting. So where else have you lived though? Or you're from California?
Yeah, I'm from California. I'm from Southern California. That's where I grew up. The only other state I fully lived in is Nevada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you just travel a lot.
I travel a lot, and I travel for extended periods of time too. So like I used to say I half lived in Texas because I used to help with a cam studio out there, and I like co-ran a cam studio.
Oh.
But I was there for 2 weeks out of every month. So I like half lived in Texas at this cam studio.
Did you actually stay at the studio when you were there? Oh, okay. Well, makes sense because they have like beds and shit, right?
Exactly. It was like, well, I don't want to. And it was also just easier because then I could set up for the next day. I could get everything together. Everyone's call sheets went out.
How did you get into that?
I was a cam girl, and I met a couple at AVN, and we just like hit it off. And then the guy got a divorce, and their whole cam persona was based around his now ex-wife. So he was trying to salvage what little like he could.
Oh no.
And I'd been in the industry and around it, and I had also done like model management before and just admin work. So I like came in and tried to help, and we were doing so good.
Really?
It was doing so well with how I had it set up until I realized why his wife left him. He just had to be so, like, he could not understand that it wasn't his idea that was doing good. So then he tried to change the entire structure. Oh. And we got into a huge blowout, and I left. And I was like, I'm done. If you don't want to listen to me, I'm not going to be a yes man for you.
Oh, wow. Interesting. That's why she left.
And I can see why. I know why she left.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's not your wheelhouse, like keep your ears open for the people who know.
Yeah, like he was great with tech. I asked him, no, I wasn't like, I don't know. At that point, I had no idea like how to stream and how to like what a capture card was and what type of mics I needed. He had all that. So I let him do all the tech side and I did all the model and the story and all the promoting.
Oh, okay.
And he just got a little too big-headed.
Oh. So do you feel like that helped you with, because you're really good at marketing yourself and promoting yourself. So do you feel like, was that kind of the groundwork for what you're doing now with promotion, or did you already kind of know all that?
I grew up in a family that was independent contractors already.
Okay.
And I was around a lot of print houses and places that did a lot of advertising.
Oh.
So I knew, and then in college I took a lot of marketing because I had to take a lot of electives because I was an art student. So you have to take a lot of electives when you're an art student.
Right.
Because you don't really have like core classes. You have, okay, here's a drawing course. Here's this. Here's that. Like you have to take more random classes.
Oh, okay.
So I took a lot of business, marketing, finances, a lot just like of business courses that you would take if you were going for a business major.
Oh, okay.
So that helped a lot.
No kidding. You know what's funny is I remember being like high school aged and then, going into college. And the idea of taking business classes was so dry and boring to me. And now I'm like, fuck, I wish I would have done that.
Right. I only took it because I was going into art and I was also doing print modeling at the time. So I was like, well, I might as well. Also, I thought it would be an easy A. To be completely honest, I was like, I just need a class I don't have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were. There are a lot of things that are common sense that people don't think are common sense. Mm-hmm. But implicating them is a little harder. And yeah, I always tell people I use every bit of my degree every day now. I never thought I would. Ever.
Wow. And you hear a lot about degrees that are just like obsolete. That just, what are they doing for you? So that's actually really nice to hear that.
I think a lot of the people don't take into the account the college experience. Like I didn't have like a traditional 4-year college experience either. I started at a JC and then I moved to a 4-year because that keeps you out of debt.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
Oh, because financial aid pays for like all of like your junior college, no questions asked, and you end up with more financial aid because the junior colleges are so fucking cheap.
Yeah, and I went to Santa Monica College for a while, and it's like a lot of the professors from UCLA, and like they actually work at the junior college too. So it's like you're still getting that same caliber of education.
And it's all the same education because it's all state standardized. So they have to teach you certain things.
Right.
And a lot of what I learned too is a lot of the 4-year professors love the JC level.
Really? Why?
Because it's way less stressful. Like the kids are less stressed out. They get to deal with a bunch of different people.
That makes sense. Well, yeah, like less pressure.
Yeah. They get to have fun with it.
Yeah. So you got a degree in art then, or what was that?
Graphic design and animation. Yes.
I'm curious about your work.
So, but what I was saying is a lot of people, their degree might be obsolete.
Right.
But I feel like even going to a JC, it teaches you so much social skills and like how to interact with different people, how to keep yourself on a schedule for the first time in your life as an 18-year-old. Like your parent isn't there to get you up in the morning basically, and you're not in a school structure anymore. You get to pick your classes. You get to have more say as an 18-year-old that you've ever had in your life.
Right.
And I feel, especially nowadays with a lot of kids not going at least to a JC, they don't understand that they have to do it themselves.
Right. I think a lot of kids, like the younger generation now, it's like they're used to the parents doing so much for them. So it's like working for something. What is that?
Exactly. I think everyone should go spend a year in a JC. Like, and it'd be free. Like, go spend a year there and learn how to be an adult.
Yeah.
Because at 18, you don't know what you're doing.
No. But so I did go to college right out of right out of high school for like a year in Utah. I got like a full ride scholarship and everything for a year, but I was so burned out. To me, it was like the 13th grade because I was like, I know all these people. I wanted to move out of state or go somewhere else for college, and it didn't work out for me because I got the scholarship locally. So to me, I was just like, I want to get out of here.
Was it BYU?
No. Good question.
I had to ask.
No, it was Weber State.
Okay.
I went to Weber State. And then I like dropped out. My mom wanted to murder me. She's like, you got a full ride. And I was just like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I moved to California. And then I didn't go back to college. I was at Santa Monica College when I was 24. And so I'm like the older one because everybody else is 18. And I remember taking the shuttle bus from like the parking area to the campus. And admittedly, I look younger because I was wearing my braid pigtails. And I had like a bandana on my head.
You still look young.
Yeah, and I guess at 24, I still looked 18 maybe. And so this guy's like, oh, so what high school are you from? And I was like, what? I'm 24, dude. It was weird. But I appreciated being a little bit older on campus too, because I felt like I had a little bit better grip of life and I'd moved out of state on my own. And so it wasn't such a
culture shock.
Yeah, the culture shock of going to a campus. But there was a lesson that I learned, it was like ingrained in me forever, is I had a professor, it was humanities, and I love art. Like to this day, I can still remember a lot of the artists' names and their works, and I love cubism and like all, I love abstract stuff. Like I love that shit. And I was so overwhelmed at the time in my life trying to get all this stuff done. And finals, like now I have an understanding of what that feels like. Because at the time I'm like, people freaking out about finals week. Now I get it.
Right.
Yeah, like this is hard.
I never really understood it either because my finals week was literally like, the project we've been working on all semester. Now you have to present it.
Oh.
See, I literally, like, if you're an art student, like it is stressful, but it's not like testing stressful.
Yeah, no, this was like algebra and like the hard ones that are not project based. But this professor, I remember I was late on turning something in, and I remember him saying, if it's after this date, I won't accept it. So I just didn't do it because I knew I wasn't going to get it done, and I just didn't turn it in. So I don't know, a week goes by and he pulls me aside and he's like, where the fuck is your assignment? And I was like, well, you said you wouldn't accept it if it was late. And he just looked at me and he said, half of everything in life is showing up. Turn in the fucking paper. And this is a guy who didn't really swear. And I was like, okay.
You're like, I will go get that paper for you.
All right.
He's right, though.
Yeah. You just have to show up. Like, it's true.
Like, I always tell people, too, especially in our industry, I want to say about 75% of what's going to get you somewhere in our industry is just showing up.
Yeah.
On time, please. Show up on time. But, like, show up at least and show up prepared, or at least, like, somewhat prepared. You don't have to, like, you can just fake it till you make it.
Yeah. You know, one thing that I've noticed about you, and I don't know if I've ever told you this before, you are so professional in the way you handle everything I've ever seen. Like, and it's interesting because, like, I'm just going to say it, just to, like, look at you, I would not expect you to have, like, you are so on your shit. And I think it's easy to stereotype people in our industry and girls who look like you to just be kind of like, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Well, and also I built a brand on trashy, never classy. So I built like the drunk teenager, like 21-year-old that's here to party and that's like the whole, and like the flirty girl, like kind of that party girl that all the boys always wanted to be around.
Right.
So that's my own fault right there, that everyone has the stereotype, but it's true.
It's funny because it's like you build on a stereotype, but you are so not really like that. And it's like when I knew we were going to be rooming for Exotica, and I was excited because I was like, I'm rooming with two girls who have their shit together.
And I'm like, here's my spreadsheet, please fill it out.
Yes, we had notes, we had schedules.
I'm so bad. I'm like, here's the spreadsheet. Everyone, please add yourself.
I loved it. I loved it because I want to be that organized. I'm not quite that organized.
I'm so type A. I've been type A like all my life.
But I think that's what makes you successful at what you do, because it's like a lot of people want to get into this industry and then they don't want to work.
Yeah. But see, at the same time, my type A personality is also my downfall, especially for content trades or for certain types of shoots. Like, I need all the information, like, that morning or that night before, or like, I need to know what's going to happen so I know what to bring. I know how to prep. I know how to do my makeup, my hair. And a lot of the times, you just kind of have to wing it and hope you're doing it right. And I feel like that's also where a lot of the professionalism comes in, because especially in the beginning, I just faked it. I was like, if I walk in all confident, like I know what I'm doing and I'm a professional, they're going to think I'm a professional. And then I'll learn on the job.
Yeah. Well, it works, right?
Oh, it did. And to this day, I still walk in sometimes and I'm like, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing here. But you know what? We're going to put our head up and we're going to be like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's part of the gig too. It's like this industry, it's like you kind of get stuff thrown at you. You don't really know. You can't anticipate it.
Exactly.
Does that stress you out at all?
Not really. I've not anymore. I've learned how to take a step back and just more go with the flow.
Yeah. Because you say type A, but it surprises me because you seem more go with the flow.
I'm really go with the flow, but I'm also really organized. I have like both sides.
That's a good balance.
It is. It's really nice. It's really nice. Besides, so I was just in LA with one of my really good friends, Alice Little, and she's adorable. She's like all of 5, like she's like 4'8" or something.
Oh, she's teeny tiny.
She's tiny. And she originally wasn't even supposed to be in LA, but she had 2 podcasts to do. Oh. And so I drug her along to go film this prison break scene.
What?
Yeah, I'm doing a prison DVD right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's my first directorial debut officially.
Wow. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, I don't want to interrupt your story, but I want to hear more about that too.
Yeah, so I'm partnering with Alterotic and Ivan, and we are doing it's called Alcatraz.
I love the name.
Yes. So it's a bunch of people in prison. It's a female's prison. Think of Orange is the New Black, but with more sex.
Wow. So, like, what's some so is it like a compilation of different scenarios and scenes? Like,
yeah, it's going to be, I think, 6 scenes in total.
Okay.
For the first one.
Okay. And are you like releasing this, like, is it VOD and like on DVDs and all, like,
yeah,
all the things?
Yeah, it's going to be on all the things.
This sounds like an AVN nomination in the making.
That's what we're trying for. And then I also have my Bouncy Castle that I'm releasing in 2025? We're in 2024? 2025, I'm releasing my Bouncy Castle DVD as well. Okay. And I want that to be most outrageous. I want everything released before award show season. So award show season starts April.
Okay.
So usually we have to get everything done and in and released for the first award show, which is XRCO.
Okay.
And that usually has to be done March-ish, like by end of March.
Okay.
It has to be like out.
Got it. How do you even know those dates? Because I know a lot of people don't. And I'm like, you're saying them, I'm like, yeah, I kind of know that, but I didn't really know that.
It's just being around directors and being around companies and producers and knowing and seeing how the industry flows. Like, if you want something to get nominated for AVN, you have to shoot it between February, March, and then you have to wrap it around November, October. Usually it's October, September. So like you have to be done. It has to be out. It has to be distributed by October 1st. Okay. Or it's not going to get nominated for AVN the next year.
And it's probably better to have it released toward the end of the year because then it's fresh on everybody's minds,
yes.
Right? Okay, interesting. How did you even get started in? I know you mentioned the cam girl stuff.
Yeah, so I was taking a lot of art classes in college, and I was doing like nude sculpture modeling for some of the art classes because $50 when you're an 18-year-old is a lot of money to go stand still for 2 hours.
Right.
And I was helping my friends that were beginning level photographers take pictures. We would go out in the middle of the desert into the forest areas we had, do a bunch of really cool artistic pictures.
Yeah.
And then Model Mayhem was a thing. I don't know if it's still a thing.
I don't know. It sounds familiar though. What is that?
It was like a shady photography like booking site.
Okay.
So you would basically put your portfolio up and be like, I'm a model. Here's my portfolio. This is like what I'm willing to do. And photographers would put their portfolios up and reach out to models, and models reach out to photographers. Like if they had projects they wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
And some of these projects were paid. So I kind of started on there, got my feet wet, and then it went from cosplay modeling to lingerie modeling to, hey, I'll give you like a little extra money if you take your top off. And I'm like, okay, cool. So it kind of got to that like porn-ish, I would say erotic modeling.
Okay.
And then I did a couple like not so safe gigs where it just ended up being like a casting couch situation.
Oh no.
But I got paid like $600. And as an 18-year-old, that was a lot of money back then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And especially because I was a waitress.
Oh, and you have to work your ass off for your money.
Yeah. So
It's a
like
hard job.
being like they're like, oh, I'll give you like $400, $500, $600 if you I'm like, cool. Works for me. And then, but I was doing all that. And then basically I was like, well, I might as well try to actually do. And growing up in Los Angeles, all of the agents are out there. So I found an agent, they accepted me, and they sent me on my first shoot. And I was like, okay, if I like this, I'll continue it. If I don't, I won't. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? There's already photos of me on the internet. Like,
right.
And if I only have one porn out there, then that's pretty, at this point in time, it was pretty easy to get that off the internet.
Yeah, it'd be easy to bury that.
Yeah.
Was it a shock though? Like, what? Because I know it's still different though from modeling to being on a professional shoot. Was that like a kind of a shock at all the first time?
Not really. It wasn't really that much of a shock. It was easier than I thought it would be.
Okay.
Like, it was a lot easier because I was also, at the same time, I was in the BDSM world and going to swingers clubs and doing like stage performances for swingers clubs for events, and those were more of a nightmare to organize and like figure everything out because it took so much planning to like be like, okay, we're gonna do this specific thing on stage. Right. Let's make sure no one gets hurt. So coming from that structure to, okay, you're gonna show up here, we're gonna do your makeup, here's some paperwork. Do you want a water or coffee?
It was totally
like,
different.
okay, like here's like all the lights. Okay, here's who you're gonna be working with. His name is this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It was
That's
just
funny.
so much less like chaos and just like way more chill. And I was like, okay, all right. And like it was super easy. And thankfully, I had a really good co-star for my first scene. I'm still friends with him to this day.
Oh,
which
I
is
love that.
It's really funny.
I love that. Have you ever done a scene with somebody where you're just like, the chemistry is not there, it's not good?
Yes.
How do you get through that?
Honestly, I just kind of ignore that they're there. Not ignore that it's them, but I just like start like imagining like sexy stories in my brain and like just use my imagination. And I'm like, you know, it'd be really hot if like I had like if we did this instead. And like I just think of things that'll get me going. And then that's just part of acting. That's part of like our whole industry is you're not going to get along with everyone.
Yep.
And sometimes you're going to get there and it's just not going to happen. Like, you're just going to meet them and be like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
And you're still going to have to perform. And as a woman, it's a lot easier because you just throw some more lube on it and you do just certain positions. And it's easier for women to act than men because men have to get hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I talk about that with other people here before, where it's just like the guys have to find some way to stay hard despite the lights and the crews and like maybe no connection with this person.
Yeah, well, and also too, I feel like on set the women have even an easier job because a lot of time we're not even looking at the guy. We're looking in the camera. We're going, oh my God, like to the camera. Like we're focused on that and we're focused on like certain positions that like look good to the camera. So I know at least for me, I always have one eye, like where's the camera going? What are we doing?
Right, me too.
Where the guy is just like,
right.
And stuck.
Yeah. I know I think about that because I'm always, I feel like the interaction with the camera is, I'm always thinking of my fans. I don't know if you're like that too, because I love my fans. So if I'm knowing that my fans are still here, even if there's not a great connection with the guy, I'm having still a great connection with them.
Exactly.
In my head.
And you're playing it up too. And especially if there's not a great connection, I feel like I play it up more.
Yeah.
Like I almost overact because then like I'm just talking to the camera at that point and there just happens to be a man in the room.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What do you see for yourself, like professionally? Because like obviously you're putting out something, you want to see an AVN nomination. I know you go to a lot of these events. AVN's always a thing.
Yes.
Well, XBiz is now XMA, and there's all the things. But like, do you see yourself still like just growing with this? Like, what are you trying to do with your brand? Like, what's the bigger picture?
Right now I'm trying to grow my brand more, get more into the actual DVD distribution part of it and the directing side, also running camera more. I love performing. I love it. It's so much fun, but I'm starting now to think of more interesting ideas, and now I'm not as worried or scared about people telling me no. Like certain scenes, like I'm about to put a bunch of girls in dinosaur outfits.
Wait, what?
So during AVN, I want to do this. I have T-Rex masks,
Okay.
and then I have pterodactyl masks.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have 6 girls as T-Rexes and 6 girls as pterodactyls, and half of them are gonna have strap-ons, and they're gonna fuck each other while making dinosaur noises. Because I would watch that. Like that's like a clickbait thing though.
It is, but then there's still f***ing going on.
Oh yeah,
So
like,
it's like
people are still gonna watch it because they're gonna click on it, being like, "What the fuck is this?" And they're gonna watch it and be like, "Oh, this is kind of hot."
right. Where did the idea come from?
What did? Oh, someone asked me if I would fuck a dinosaur.
Wow.
And that's where that idea came from. I was like, would I fuck a dinosaur? Okay, but also, can I make girls dinosaurs?
Wow, that's funny. Well, you always have really good ideas.
Yeah, and I just learned how to be more creative and articulate my ideas better and get people on board more.
Yeah, because that's the other part. You have to sell it.
Yeah, and it's in the beginning, especially when you're not newer per se, but you're newer to selling content, you kind of just want to film with as many people as possible and just hope something sells. Right. Where now it's like, okay, I prefer quality of the idea over quantity of the men. Like, I don't need to work with someone that has 500,000 followers. I don't need to work with someone that has like 100,000 followers. If this dude that can perform has 8,000 followers, but he's a great performer and we have a similar look and a similar vibe, I know I can sell that. It doesn't matter who they are.
Yeah. I think a lot of people forget that this is about selling though, because some people do get really like hurt or take it personally.
It's true. And a lot of people, especially the OnlyFans people, like the COVID OF babies that grew out of.
I am one of those though.
See, but you're actually trying to do something. You're not like clout chasing. I'm talking about like the TikTok babies, like the TikTok famous people that now do OF, that now are porn stars.
Right.
But don't really fuck on camera. Or if they do fuck, it's like trash lighting.
Yeah.
Or like those people, the people that got into this because they got popular on something else. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, well, everyone else is doing OnlyFans. Why can't I do OnlyFans?
Right. But then they don't take the time or the effort to become a professional.
Exactly. And they're always clout chasing because that's where they started. They started on like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, like clout chasing that way because that requires a lot of engagement to get popular. Right. So they're always now, okay, well, I can't collab with this person because they don't have that many followers, so it's not going to do anything for my brand.
Yeah.
They're focusing on it that way, where we're more focused on it as, can we sell this?
Right.
We can sell this. Can we market this? I can market that. Like.
Right. It's funny because like I've become so much more picky about who I want to work with.
I have as well.
Yeah, because you kind of have to, and so you're like you said, you're focused on the quality.
Yes.
So it's not about, oh, it's another person who's willing to work with me. It's more like, is this gonna translate well? Are people gonna like it?
Yeah, and then I also have to think about it too because I have certain niches that my brand falls under, and I have certain things that my fans love to see. So if random guy number one reaches out to me, He has a good look. He has like a decent following, whatever. I can see he can perform okay. Then I'll be like, okay, well, what do you want to film? Like, what are your dues? I have a copy paste message that basically says, thank you so much for reaching out. Please let me know what are your do's, what are your don'ts, what are your hard limits, and what specifically sells for you. And then at the end, I say, also, is there anything you've always wanted to film but never have been able to?
Oh.
So I give them homework. I'm like, come back to me with these 4 questions, and then we can talk.
I love that because that's a qualifier. It's like a filter for the people who are full of shit versus the ones who really want.
Yeah, and then, of course, I get a lot of the boys are like, well, I just want to fuck you. And I'm like, well, congratulations. You answered 0 of my questions.
Yeah.
Like, so can I put and my response is always, well, then can I double fist your ass? No one has taken me up on that offer yet. It kind of scares them away.
I can see why.
They didn't tell, or the best is when they're like, I have no limits. And I'm like, well, I'll find your limit real quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They don't know what they're dealing with.
I'm like, I will figure out what your limit is. I will pull something random out.
Well, what are you? So, if anybody's watching this who doesn't know you, like, what are the things your fans love? Like, what are the things that you do?
My fans love my really rough scenes. I'm more of a submissive on camera. They love watching me being dominated. They love the humiliation aspect, just the role play of it. My fans love my role play in general, my fetishes in general. I do a lot of more extreme side of fetish, a lot of anal, like size queen fetish work, a lot of water sports, that type of stuff. And it gets grosser and grosser the deeper you dive into that hole.
But you love that stuff.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And the problem is too with that is as I grow more in this industry and as I've done my like new girl circuit at this point, I've worked with everyone. Now I look back and I'm like, I don't like the scenes that I showed up knowing it wasn't going to be a good scene, or like I just showed up to fuck.
Oh.
And I don't really like them. I like the scenes that we have a plan. We have like, we know what we're doing. This is going to be fun for both of us. Like, we're both into these same things.
Yeah. Well, at Exotica, you had a bang that had been rescheduled a bunch of times.
Oh, my God.
And you were so excited about it.
Technically, it had only been rescheduled once.
Oh, okay.
I think maybe twice. Okay, it had been a theory to do once, and then it got scheduled once, and then it got rescheduled. So,
okay.
This was a work in the making.
Yeah, but why was it so exciting? Like, what was the...
Because I'd been wanting to do a nun priest thing or scene for a while, and to have I think we ended up with 6 guys in total. To have 6 men that let me dress them up as priests. I brought them the outfits. I handed them out, and they were like, okay. No questions.
But see, that's what I mean by the professionalism. It's like you had the vision of what you wanted.
Yeah.
You took charge of it. You bought the costumes. You handed them out. Like, you made that shit happen because you wanted it to happen.
Yes.
And I feel like so many people just want to show up on set and be like, okay, so how do I look amazing and how do I do this? there's not a lot of foresight or planning.
Where I'm the opposite. I'm like, here's the Amazon cart. I need to know your size, your size, your size. I'm ordering all of this. Here's what colors I want. Here's your color. Here's what I'm wearing. Like,
I love that. But it's always so different. It's like not just your typical type of scene.
Yeah, like that one was, I was in a sexy nun outfit, and that one was a full no holes barred bang. Right. So we did anal, we did DP, we did airtight. I was so shocked. 5 out of the 6 guys came for a bang that's really good.
Is it what's normal?
I'm usually happy if 2 of them come.
You're kidding.
Well, it's because it's so difficult for it. It's a bang. It's already hard on the guys. Like,
yeah.
We already have
too many other guys around.
There's a lot of dicks in one room. I only have so many holes.
Yeah, I can see that.
But no, and all the guys were really excited about the idea. They were happy to be there. They were all excited, which was even better. Like, no one was being forced to be there.
Yeah.
We had one guy that's like, I don't really do bangs, but I'm going to do it for you. And I don't really come in bangs. He was the first person to come.
No way.
Yeah. So me and my friend were like, yeah, so you don't do gangbangs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, it's hard for me to get hard for gangbangs. He's the first one to get hard, first one to come. I'm like, yes, you don't do gangbangs?
He's like, okay, fine.
Yeah, he's like, it was your gangbang though. I'm like, oh, no.
I love that. How did you pick the guys? Like, you're just like, okay, these are the guys I want to.
I left that up. So one of my friends was staying at one of the hot wife houses that they had rented in Jersey. And so he was like, I'm just going to ask all the men here that are free and that are going. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm fine with however many say yes. I know if we ask all of them, like, I think there was 10 at the house. And if we ask all 10, at least 5 will show up.
Right.
Because that's just what happens.
Right. Well, and it was smart because if they're all staying in the same place, then
exactly,
not a good excuse for them to not show.
Exactly. They were all staying in the same house. They all like flew in at the same time. I caught them the first day. Not like you got to catch these boys in content houses the first day.
Yeah. Yes. Before they're tired, before they've like made the rounds.
Exactly. Before they partied a little too hard.
Yeah. Drinking, can't get it up, all things. Yeah, that's crazy. It's funny to me because like I love you and I totally want to hang out more. Like we're going to do the AVN stuff.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we're so different. Like in the type of content and stuff. Because like that extreme stuff like scares the shit out of me. I'm like, where does it go exactly?
It's magic.
You're like a magic asshole.
Right? But no, and it's so much fun though, because a lot of my friends are way more vanilla, which is fine because then I pull out my random ideas. Like, can I put you like the dinosaur one?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And a lot of like more of my vanilla friends are like, I'll do that.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
It does sound
like,
fun.
Because it's also coming up with fun ideas. Like, people need to stop taking themselves so seriously when they're filming content. Like, I'm serious about it in the way of here's the outfit, here's the vision. But once they get on set, like, we're going to joke, we're going to laugh. We're going to have fun with this idea.
Yeah, you have to. And it translates.
Yeah.
I know I when I go and I edit my stuff and I'm like laughing all the time. And I'm just like, it's legit. I'm not bullshitting through the scene. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, and that's what your fans love, and that's how your fans feel more connected to you. Because I know my fans say, we love that you're so into it, and you're smiling the entire time, and you're always laughing, and you're always talking.
Yeah.
And it's not just necessarily dirty talk, it's just talking.
Yeah.
And
well, because real sex is like that.
Yeah, it's just talking, and like the tone of voice, they can tell I'm happy, they can tell I want to be there.
Yeah. Well, have you had any requests from fans for something that you haven't done yet?
Yes, but there are things that I won't do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's always going to be that.
Yeah, and I want to say like 6 months ago, someone asked me to do a dirty scene while holding a Quran and then ripping the pages out and using the Quran.
Oh.
And I was like, that's a first. Usually I get the Christians, but okay. Because I also do sacrilegious, like, role plays. So it made sense, but that was the verse for a Quran. I was like, usually it's a Bible.
But that was a limit.
No, I did it.
Oh, did you?
No, I did it. Oh, I did it. I was like, okay. Like,
that's new.
Well, I was like, that's new. That's different. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and for me, like, my stuff was massage based mostly, and I haven't done more of that. So mine's like, that's why I was just kind of, it's funny to me because yours is more playful and fun and like.
Yours is more sensual and sexy.
Yeah, it's more sensual on that side. So
yeah.
I guess it's more vanilla in that way, but for me, it's fun because it's the fantasy of people coming for a massage when they're not, like, you know.
You have the happy ending fantasy.
Yeah.
And like, so many people love that too.
Yeah. See, I love that shit. So that's where I feel like we have to go where our kinks are so that, you know, so we stay turned on for the whole thing.
Exactly. And I feel like a lot of girls, that's how they burn out, is they put themselves in a box and they hate the box they put themselves in.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, well, I can't do anything. Like, less on the vanilla side, it's more on the extreme side. I've watched girls do this where they get into not necessarily where I am extreme, but like the more crazy anal stuff, the DP stuff, the more rough sex, and then they end up hating it. But now they've done 10 of these. They have a fan base for this. That's where their fans want them to go. And they're like, well, I don't like doing this, guys.
Yeah, I was on set. This really pissed me off, actually. So I was helping out a producer. I'm not in contact with anymore, but I was helping out and showed up with bringing supplies and stuff. And he was doing the interview with a brand new model. It was her first professional shoot.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Baby stars.
Yeah. And she was beautiful and sweet, and like she was so excited, and he's doing the pre-interview thing and asking, so what are we doing today, boy, girl, whatever. He's like, are we doing anal today? And she was like, oh, I don't know. And like it kind of made me mad that he said that, because I was just like, this is her first shoot ever. Like, give her a break.
I know why he said that, because it's to lead her up if she does a good boy-girl scene, for them to book her to do a boy-girl anal.
Okay. Well,
that's what that question is for, but you should also prep the girl beforehand.
Right.
It to be like, we are not doing anal, but I'm going to ask you this question.
Yeah, and that wasn't the case. He was trying to, I think it was a boundary push, right?
Well, because like I was on set when I was like a baby model. This is like one of the only sets I've ever walked off of. Was they were trying to get me to do, it was supposed to be a boy-girl threesome with no anal.
Oh, wait.
So it was just like a spit roast thing.
Oh, okay.
And like only pussy, no anal. And then they tried to make it anal. And then they tried to make it a DP scene without paying me any more money.
Oh.
And at that point, I was like, I've said no so many times. I'm not doing this scene at all anymore. Yeah. I'm leaving. And they were like, what? What do you mean you're leaving? I'm like, I'm going home. And I don't think they've ever been told that, because a lot of girls do porn and a lot of girls need the money. And I think I was getting paid like $1,400 already for this scene, something like that. So a lot of girls wouldn't have left because they need the money.
Right.
Where I was like, this is going to be awful. Something in my gut told me if I did that scene, like something was going to go wrong.
Well, if they can't respect the boundaries before you've even started.
If they can't respect what they booked me for, why am I here?
Yeah. I think they were trying to wrangle a higher priced scene for the budget price of what they were going to
Exactly. Offer. And it's like, no. Like, just tell me beforehand, and then I'll tell you a price, and it's a yes or a no. Like, I'm okay with being told no.
Yeah.
But I also tell people, too, especially booking independently, I will give them my high end of my rate, but then I will say, I'll be like, my rate for this is, let's say, $2,500. That's like the high end of it, just to see if they'll pay me that.
Right.
And then after that, I will say, but my rate is negotiable depending on the scene. No, depending on aspects of the scene.
Right.
That way, if a certain company only has a budget for, let's say, $2,200, I would have taken $2,200 anyways for that scene.
Right.
And now they think they're getting a deal.
Right. Of course, because you want to meet them where they are, but you still want the work, but you're not going to sell yourself short.
Exactly. Like, I'll always say the highest price first, but is negotiable.
Right.
Because then I also have I won't do it for anything less than this price.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But if they're in my, like, range of, okay, like...
Yeah, you'll work with them.
Yeah, I'll work with them.
Yeah. Do you feel like you want to get... do you think you'll do like your own production company at some point? Because it sounds like you're kind of going that way.
I do want to eventually. That's more of a 5-10 years down the line. Mm-hmm. I want to do a production company that's like kink, but better. Because kink.com has a lot of problems. I'll say it. They have a lot of issues, like just with the people they hire, with how they run their scenes.
Oh, okay.
So I'd want to do more, and same with like facial. I would want to do more of a kink, facial abuse, super rough, super crazy, fetish-based production company where the girls get paid fairly, but, like, they also don't get abused. And I don't hire girls that don't want to be there. Like, I won't hire a girl like facial abuse does to do, like, a heavy face slapping and deep throat and mild puke scene if the girl isn't into that.
Right.
Like, if you're not into this, then why are you here? This is going to be awful. It's going to be traumatizing for you.
Yeah,
like,
you got to get the right people.
Like, yeah. It's going to be traumatizing. If you are not into that and all of a sudden you're just getting hit in the face, like...
Yeah, I had a company hit me up once to do a scene like that, and I was like, I can't do it. I'm going to hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I turned it down.
Yeah.
Because I know my limits.
But a lot of these girls don't, and a lot of these girls just see the dollar signs. They're like, oh, I think I can do that. Like, or they just don't look at what the company does.
How can you say yes to a company without doing your homework, though? That's just crazy.
Girls do it all the time.
Wow. But you know what? I also have friends, well, just like you, like so many friends that are producers and directors, and it's like you see what they go through with these flaky ass models.
Yeah.
So it sounds like that kind of model who doesn't do the research, doesn't know what they're getting into, and then they end up in a situation where they end up wanting to walk out, or they have a freak out, or it's traumatizing or something. And the producers are like, dude, it was all there to begin. Like, what?
Like, I feel bad for the girls, but at the same time, I don't, because they should just do their research. Yeah. This could have all been solved by you just Googling. Not even Googling. You literally could just, like, type in, like, click on the Twitter link and then go from there.
Yeah. I will say, like, kind of going back to talking about talent that we work with, I recently had people reaching out to me that I don't know who they are, but it's the approach. When somebody is super professional, here's my links, here's references, here's what scenes that I've done, here's my link to this site and this site. Like, I love that shit.
Yeah, I love the people that DM me and they'll be like, good morning or good afternoon. I would love to work with you. Here is what my specialties are. Here are all my sites. You can look on my profile. It has my link tree. And they give me like a little bit of bio about like where they're located, like what they like to shoot. And it just gives me like a little paragraph.
Yeah.
And it's perfect. And from there, I also love the people that always tag their co-stars.
Yeah.
Because especially if it's someone I don't know and no one I know knows, I will just start DMing girls. I'll just go down the list and I'll be like, that one. And I'll go down that one. And I'll go down like that one. And I'll DM like 5 girls this person's worked with.
Yeah. Wow. It's funny, like, because I don't always tag people, but it depends on what the functionality is. Because you know, if you're trying to drive traffic somewhere, I'm not trying to send them elsewhere.
Exactly. But like, you have to at least tag them in something.
I'll tag, well, and I'll usually put it in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like right there where I'm going to divert their attention elsewhere.
Yes.
But I still want to represent and like show who I worked with. So for that same reason, like you want to know who is this person?
Yeah. Or like what I'll do too is either I'll tag in the comments or if it's just a promo post for like, hey, go check out my like loyal fans or my OnlyFans. And I know it's going to be just a promo post and I'm going to put it in a bunch of retweet groups. I won't tag the person in this 3-second video because it's just going to annoy the hell out of the poor person that's tagged.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I have those pictures. We did that photo shoot.
Yeah.
And the other day I was thinking, I'm like, I don't think we've ever put that on Twitter or anything. I'm like, we gotta do that.
Not yet. I need to send you actually the matte ones.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that one yet. But those pictures are so good.
Oh, yeah. They were so pretty.
Well, it's funny because, like, I know we talked about you modeling before, but the way you move, because I've seen her in front of the camera and the way you are, I'm like, how the fuck do you know how to do that? I'm so jealous. Like
YouTube basic modeling poses.
I was gonna get like a book too. Like it just
do your research.
Like, yes, because I know certain angles that I have that work, but I only have maybe 3 or 4 of those. I need way more.
Yeah, but it's also like even as a model, I'm constantly looking at new videos of girls doing different poses. And then I'll literally stand in my mirror. I'll just stand in my mirror, watch the video and be like, okay. And I'll have a camera, like I'll have a camera rolling in the background to record myself to see, okay, does this look good at high up angles? Does this look good low? Does this look good like straight on?
But I love that you're saying this because this is one of the things I didn't know modeling was so hard.
It's so hard.
It's so hard. And then the way you're talking about it, it's like this is the difference, again, between a professional and a fucking amateur because, like, you practice.
Yeah, and webcamming before I did also taught me a lot about like how to open up, how to like know my angles in front of a camera, and how to look good, even though I was just doing solos at first and I was just like maybe working with one guy or it wasn't that big of a deal. It still teaches you, okay, I have to put my leg over here.
Yeah.
And it'll look really good. But if like if they want the camera this way, now I have to put my leg that way.
Right. I know I figured out like arm placement.
Yes.
Because I'm like, okay, when I'm in doggy, if my hand is over here, it's going to cover my boobs. But if it's back here, you can see the boobs, you can still see the ass, it covers my stomach.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. You can do it all. Okay.
A little bit of, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But I love that. That's why I keep saying you're so professional. And people like you would never know how much goes into this. And especially when your niche is still like, I'm the party girl. Like you wouldn't expect the party girl who has like spreadsheets.
Yeah, to be in my bedroom, like with 6 cameras on me being like, okay, how do I do this pose?
Yeah, how do I do this? Because you in front of a camera, it's like fucking art. It really is.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. And I was like, how do you do this? I can't do the resting, like I can't do the serious face. See?
You literally just, a good trick is you breathe out. Like, I always wet my lips because that makes it a little dewier.
Right.
And then you
go, ooh.
Because if you breathe out, it kind of gives you, it also makes you contract, like, your stomach muscles.
Yeah.
And then it also relaxes your face because
Right.
you have to, like, do that.
Okay, I'm going to try it.
Yeah. Again, it's just all practicing. And it's looking in a mirror and having a camera on you and just watching yourself back and being like, okay, I really liked how I did this there. Let me practice that more.
Yeah. Is that what, like I was going to ask you, what advice would you have for somebody who's new into modeling or new into adult, but like what would you, it sounds like the practicing obviously. So
yes.
What's like one tip you would recommend for people who are new?
I would recommend asking a lot of questions. Don't just blindly do something. Ask all the questions. There are people out there, like on my YouTube channel and on my TikTok, I'm going to start doing more educational videos about the industry and like proper consent tools and how to get out of a situation without feeling unsafe. And just never putting yourself in a position where you feel unsafe, because I feel like a lot of new models do that. Mm-hmm. And asking questions. A lot of us, especially nowadays, when I started, everything was underground. Everything was gatekeeped. Like, there was nothing.
Yeah.
There was nothing. You literally had to find someone that knows a person that knows a person that knows a person. And it was always a boy because none of the girls like to talk to each other.
Yeah. You know what? That just annoys the fuck out of me. Like, why are the girls the ones with the tight lips? Like, what? All the advice I get are from the men. Mm-hmm. The women just, like, never want to be helpful.
A lot of the women are so bitchy too. I'm like, what is up your ass? All I did was ask you a question.
I asked a girl, I won't say who it was, but I reached out because I noticed she was like a brand ambassador for a company. I wanted to be a brand ambassador. We have a similar look and that kind of thing. And so I had reached out to her asking her some questions about like how she was doing what she was doing. And I just got such the cold shoulder. And I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting that.
You're like, that's mean.
It was mean, but I was like, why wouldn't you want to help other people rise?
I think it's because they think if they help you rise, then they won't be relevant anymore. Which honestly just means they weren't relevant to begin with and they were the only one doing it.
Right.
Where I never mind sharing knowledge because I had to learn it the hard way. And I'm not worried about this person that I give advice to is going to overshadow me in any way. If anything, we'll just end up working together.
Yeah.
And if they're successful and if people around me are successful, then that just makes me more successful and it boosts my career even more.
Yeah. I just feel like help people as much as you can. Like my mentor, I think actually that's the first time I met you was at Kyle's house. So
Yes.
Kyle Balls.
Yes.
He was my first mentor and he was the most kind, generous, like he would tell me anything and everything. He wanted to see me succeed and it wasn't to benefit him at all.
And it's surrounding yourself with people like that don't have any ulterior motives, that actually truly want to see you be successful. Because I always tell people it's a team effort. It's who you surround yourself with. That's your team.
Yeah.
Just because only one of you is currently winning on the team because the other people are trying and you're giving them advice, the whole team is winning.
Yeah.
Or if one person's winning and you're not winning, like that doesn't mean you're not winning. This is a team, especially in our line of work. It's a community-based, like, you need a team around you.
Yeah.
Or you can fuck yourself over really bad. You can get hurt. I know mental health right now is a huge thing being pushed in the adult industry. A lot of girls will spiral.
Right. Where can people find you? Because I know they're like, okay,
Yes.
we got to find this chick.
So you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, almost all TikTok, YouTube, almost all social media. My Twitter is XXX Taylor Nicole. My website is kitten, KITTEN, TaylorNicole.com. My Instagram, TikTok, and everything else will be linked below for you guys. Make sure to go check out my Not Safe for Work and my Safe for Work stuff. Come on my adventures with me.
And you have a lot of adventures.
I do. They're fun.
I love it. Well, will you come back another time?
Oh, of course I will.
Yay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. This was a lot of fun hanging out with you.
Yeah, likewise. I love it. Well, we'll see you again soon.
Yes.